spoke about that game you played with Henshaw at under 18 level. Can you remember who was it against, and did you get a couple of runouts together?
Yeah, I think we played the under 18 European. It was like a European. I don't know. It was like a European Fear, maybe European Cup. I think we won it in the end. I think we played against Scotland in a game where we had to get a bonus point over in Scotland to qualify for it, and we did that, and then we went on to win it. And we had a pretty good partnership back then. We had a really good team as well. Luke McGrath, Stuart Olding, and players like this were all involved. So we had a really good team back then.
Hey Chris, can I just circle back to James? I think it's fair to say he hasn't been the most popular opponent for Munster players the last couple of years. And himself and Andrew Conway have had fairly ding-dong running battles up and down the touchline. How has he been as a teammate? How is the perception of the opponent matched up with the reality of a squad mate?
That's always the thing when you play against someone. The perception you might have of him is always very different to the people who are teammates with him and know him personally. It's, you know, he has that fiery edge, and you know, when you play against Bundy Aki at Connacht, it's no different. He has that same fiery edge that when you're playing against him, you're like, geez, I don't know if I like this fella. But whenever you get on the same side of him, he's exactly what you want. You know, that's why they're so valued as teammates in Leinster and in Connacht with Bundy, and they bring an edge and they bring an aspect, you know, to the provinces that is valued, because you know they're so competitive and so combative. So yeah, he's a great fella. He's good fun. He's always wanted to learn. He's really open and chatty. So he's great crack actually to have around.
How is that balance at the moment? Because obviously, because of the bubble and COVID, you're having to spend an awful lot of time together with not as much time off as you're used to. How is all of that kind of office stuff? How are you keeping it fresh over the course of this window?
Yeah, it's actually been it's been okay. You'd think that being in here for so long and maybe not having the same opportunities to go home for a day on your days off would get tiring, but to be honest, it's been really enjoyable to spend more time with the lads. They're not just teammates. You become pretty friendly with these people over time, and especially when you can't go and see your mates at home, or you can't see people outside of the bubble. At least here we're in such a privileged position to actually be able to spend time in person with others who we enjoy working with and we enjoy talking together with. So we're really privileged in that sense. So you know, we've had a few, actually James Lowe, I suppose, him and Will Connors did a quiz the other night, and a little bit of social aspect to it. So you know, we've had fun whenever we're in here.
Chris, do you find that a happy squad makes a difference, or does it matter?
Yeah, well, certainly whenever you're in here for so long, it makes it a lot easier. When you're comfortable in an environment where you're happy and where you want to be, and you're looking forward to getting back in here when you've actually gone home, and I think it does make it easier. Certainly from my point of view, personally, I find it easier to thrive in here whenever you're happy.
So much made of the riches of centre partnerships and all that. How much does it? How much do you feel like that it's competitive, or it's? Do you kind of think about it as much that this is a huge opportunity for you, in the sense that, you know, you perform and you keep the jersey, but does it come into your mind, or do you just get on with things?
Yeah, look, there's no hiding from the fact it's a really competitive position. There's absolutely no hiding. It has been for as long as I've been involved, it's been extremely competitive. You can't ignore that. That's just the way it is. That's a fact. And is there pressure? There's always pressure when you're performing at this level. There's always pressure, but you know, where else would you rather be? I'd rather be involved in that and feel a small bit of that pressure rather than not involved. There's no better place to be honest.